It can happen on gaming apps, social media apps, any apps that have any sort of personal messaging abilities.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, a Kennewick High School student arrested for allegedly sending a violent, threatening message to a child online. You'll hear from Sark about how to keep your children safe. Also ahead, new at 6, a 2018 murder cover-up and now a prison term, the new sentence in a case that shocked the Yakima Valley. Then classes canceled in the Moses Lake School District for Thursday, what parents need to know, and later.
The hidden connection between housing instability and pet homelessness. Why resources say they're seeing more people forced to give up their pets than ever. That story next.
And from Ellensburg to Tri-Cities and all in between, we're tracking fog and cold weather. What's coming your way? I've got all the details. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
We have made it to the middle of the week. Good Wednesday evening. I'm Austin Reed. It's December the 3rd. Wendy Redman is off tonight. First at 6 o'clock, police say an 18-year-old Kennewick High School student is under arrest after he is accused of threatening and trying to extort a minor. It's an example of extortion cases that often target children. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you how police and advocates say you can keep your kids safe.
It's becoming a bigger problem as social media and online chats become more and more popular. Children online are falling victim to extortion, specifically sextortion. Advocates say it usually happens when a perpetrator messages a younger victim using an online chat, threatening the victim if they don't send an explicit photo or video. The Support Advocacy and Resource Center, or SARC, tells me that children as young as 8 years old are being impacted by sextortion.
We see this happening on social media, on apps like Snapchat, on Instagram. It can also be something that happens through video gaming apps like Discord or different online chats within video games.
Extortion perpetrators usually don't know their victims personally, but Kennewick Police says that's not always the case. The department says they've arrested an 18-year-old student at Kennewick High School who threatened to kill another student who is a minor and her family if she didn't send him a video. Police say the suspect knew of the victim and sent the threatening message from an online account. And in any case of extortion, the first thing the victim should do is call the police.
And they'll also say something along the lines of, don't hang up, don't contact any law enforcement, or X will happen. It's extremely important that you don't listen to any of these demands or requests, and you do report the incident to law enforcement right away.
So how can parents protect their kids from sextortion? SARC recommends parents check in with their children if grades drop or if they notice secretive behavior or self-harm. And if parents still need help with anything, SARC says it's ready to assist.
Whatever we can't provide specifically, if they're needing help making a police report, we can help them with making police reports. We can help them getting into communication with law enforcement if that's needed. We can also help them get connected to counseling resources if that's something that they're requesting.
And we'll make sure to have more information on resources for you at applevalleynewsnow.com. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Kennewick police say the suspect is now in the Benton County Jail facing first-degree extortion and communication with a minor for immoral purposes. Other news and developing tonight, authorities say a 16-year-old boy, a student at Sela High School, died in a rollover crash earlier this morning. It happened just before 8 a.m. on the 6500 block of North Weenus Road. When first responders got to the scene, they found the teen driver and tried to save his life, but he died at the scene. A preliminary investigation showed the driver lost control on the ice and ended up rolling the vehicle and hitting a tree. Authorities say the teen's family has been notified, and they also contacted officials at Sela High School, where the boy attends classes. Counselors are at the school and offering grief counseling. Stacey Lee is joining us now. Fog, ice, it is a serious situation.
It's very serious, and areas like Sela sit slightly higher in elevation than the Yakima Valley, and ice can develop there and then not in other places. But speaking of that, we have freezing fog advisories and dense fog advisories in place. The green, Yakima, Kittitas Valley, freezing fog, and that's through 11 o'clock tomorrow. Dense fog advisory for the foothills of the Blues. Visibility could be reduced to a quarter mile or less. Those roads could be slick and icy tomorrow. Again, allow a little extra time. Slow down. Make sure you're using your low beams. We're already tracking fog near Milton Freewater and Pendleton, just outside of Tri-Cities. up through the Yakima Valley, just outside the Sela area and up outside of Ellensburg. So yep, it's the real deal. It's clear right now though, at least in the Tri-Cities, a little bit of fog just out of our viewing area, but 38 degrees and our feels like is 34. So chilly, chilly, chilly. Our sunset at 4:11. We're going to see those temperatures drop down below freezing. The warm spot right now is Tri-Cities and Hermiston, but we're already getting to the freezing level in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. So we've got this coming our way tomorrow. Big moisture. This is the beginning of several storms coming in. So think atmospheric river after atmospheric river, and the rain will continue for several days. So get ready. It all starts tomorrow. Temperatures on the cold side tonight, we're down to the freezing level. Planning your night out, fog across the board here, and temperatures down in the 20s and 30s for freezing. And take a look at your day tomorrow. Pretty much going to be wet, so get the rain gear handy. All right, dense fog lingers. Drive safe. Rain and freezing fog with slick roads. Breezy Friday. Secure those loose items, gusting up to 40 and 45 miles an hour. And we're going to see those warmer temperatures just in time for the weekend. All the details still to come. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you very much. Now to a breakthrough in a case that has weighed heavily on a community for 7 years. A 2018 home invasion that took the life of an 18-year-old. Tonight, after years of persistent investigation, Kennewick police detectives have made a significant arrest. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia has the latest on how justice is once again moving forward.
On October 26, 2018, Hunter Black, just 18 years old, was killed in his home during a targeted home invasion.
So take a load up. You don't have to show up.
Kirk Nebeker, detective with Kennewick Police Department, says on December 2nd, with the help of the FBI, the third suspect tied to this case was arrested. The suspect, 26-year-old Cavante Conley, was taken into custody at a home in Pasco. With assistance from the Tri-Cities Regional SWAT Team and the Pasco Police Department, he now faces first-degree murder charges and has been sent to Benton County Jail. An arrest warrant for Conley was issued back in 2022, but law enforcement says he's been avoiding getting caught until recent developments.
Participated or became a suspect in another crime out of state, which gave us a lead to work with.
Throughout the investigation, Nebeker maintained contact with Hunter's family, understanding deeply the weight this case held for them.
It was a wide range of emotions, but I was very glad to be able to call Hunter's family and Sonora and give them the news, and they were appreciative of it.
The law in Washington state treats this crime as a BARC felony.
BARC felony is burglary, arson, robbery, or kidnapping. In the state of Washington, if someone is killed in the course of one of those 4 felonies, then everybody who had participated in that crime gets charged with murder. So it's not just the shooter, it's everyone who had a significant part in the crime gets charged with murder. And since this was a home invasion, it would fall under burglary. It'd also fall under the robbery. That's why all 3 suspects, not just the shooter, were charged with murder first degree.
The other 2 suspects connected to the killing were arrested in 2022 and 2023 and have since been sentenced to prison. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And the detective confirms that with this third and final arrest, the case is now closed from the police side, moving now to the prosecution and court system for justice to take its course. New tonight here at 6, a Wapato man has been sentenced for helping cover up a 2018 murder. Andrew Zach, 43 years old, pled guilty to accessory after the fact in the death of Rosenda Strong. The court says he helped move her body and dump it near Tompanish, where it was found 9 months later. He also pled guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm. Zach will serve 40 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Also new in our 6 o'clock hour, and to a follow-up, school will be closed yet again tomorrow, Thursday, in Moses Lake due to an ongoing work stoppage. The district says non-administrative certified employees are still on strike and all school buildings will remain closed to the public. The district has filed paperwork in Superior Court to end the work stoppage and order employees back to work, with a hearing scheduled later this week. Meals will still be available for students at elementary schools from 11 a.m. to noon. The district office will remain open weekdays from 7:30 to 4:30 p.m. The Boys and Girls Club will operate only at the McGraw Clubhouse from 3 till 6:30 p.m. during the closure. The Franklin County Commissioners met for their weekly meeting and say improving safety on Highway 395 just outside Pasco remains a top priority. Commissioner Stephen Bauman says he's been in ongoing conversations with State Representative Mark Clicker of Washington's 16th District. He says Clicker has started drafting new legislation that would designate the 7-mile stretch of 395 as an, quote, accident zone.
We've been working on setting up I guess you would say, an emergency stakeholder meeting about that conversation and some of the surrounding components of it. And so right now we're working on having that conversation and meeting next Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the Hapo Center.
Bauman says logistics for that meeting are still being finalized, but he hopes to have legislators and key stakeholders at the table. This is a developing story, and we'll bring you updates as we learn more. Well, Yakima's new 2026 budget spares community centers, but makes significant cuts to police and fire. The council approved the budget on Tuesday night inside a standing room only City Hall. Community centers and youth programs will stay open, but to balance the books, the city is reducing spending on public safety. The plan slashes funding for police and fire, with officers losing several positions and fire department cuts potentially impacting response times. Parks and Recreation also will see reduced funding, threatening maintenance and programs for seniors and youth.
I would move that we also keep the Lions Pool open and the Washington Fruit Center open, based on the assumption that they will continue to work on alternative funding sources and pursue that, because they said they needed more time. And then if we have to, we can make a decision to close them at a later date.
The budget takes effect in 2026, and officials say they'll continue looking for ways to restore funding where it's most needed. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. A festive adoption event in Richland and a hard truth about what happens to pets when families struggle. Our Dan Hansen will have that story straight ahead. And Stacy returns with your full First Alert weather forecast. Fog and ice, the story tonight. Stay right here.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house, hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
There are moments in everyone's life. Big moments, little moments, just for me moments, cake moments. These are our moments. Bring the joy. Only at Nothing Bundt Cakes.
It's the most wonderful game of the year. Join your Tri-City Americans for Teddy Bear Toss Night, Friday, December 5th at the Toyota Center. Bring a stuffed animal to toss on the ice after the Americans' first goal of the game and help spread holiday cheer. Go Ams!
There's no place like home for the holidays.
And there's no better time to save on furniture and mattresses than right now during Walker's Friends and Family Sale.
Get the furniture you like at the prices you'll love, with some clearance items up to 70% off.
Plus, take advantage of 5-year special financing with no money down.
And remember, Walker's is where
quality just costs less.
More family to yours. Merry Christmas!
Hi, this is Sabrina.
Hi, this is Chad.
This is Michelle. I'm calling from Hapo Community Credit Union here in Richland.
Your friend Heather nominated you to be part of our December to Remember program.
That's really awesome. Wow. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I wanted to let you know that we did pick Mom as one of our families for December to remember.
Thank you guys so much. That's so awesome. That's such a blessing.
So what this means for you and your family is that we have a team of HAPO employees that have been diligently fundraising to provide gifts to you and your family this holiday season.
It means a lot. I work really hard, and it's just me and my daughter. Her birthday is 4 days before Christmas, so it's always a stressful time of the year. I've been battling stage 3 cancer for the last year and a half now, so.
We're looking forward to being a part of your Christmas story this year.
Well, thank you.
Have a great day, and I hope Mom has a good surgery, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
We're forging the future of the city of Pasco, and we need your voice. The city is updating our comprehensive plan, which covers everything from housing and transportation to utilities and parks. This document showcases the vision of what we want Pasco to be in 2046 and beyond. Tell us about the type of businesses you'd like to see, the types of parks you'd like to visit, and the type of neighborhood you want to live in. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit pasco-wa.gov/comp plan and become part of the future.
There are moments in everyone's life. Big moments, little moments, just for me moments, cake moments. These are our moments. Bring the joy. Only at Nothing Bundt Cakes.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house, hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
We appreciate you staying with us. A holiday adoption event in Richland is bringing together Habitat for Humanity and Pronto Puppy Rescue, highlighting a problem many families face. When housing becomes unstable, pets often pay the price. Well, new at 6, our Dan Hansen shows how this festive event is helping keep families and their pets together.
On a crisp December afternoon, the Habitat for Humanity store in Richland feels more like a crossroads of hope than a shop. Families wander past aisles of donated treasures, their attention drawn to kennels where puppies curl snugly in their beds, tails wagging in quiet anticipation. It's the Three Paws of Prancin' Home for the Holidays adoption event, where each pup waits for more than just a home. They wait for somebody to notice them, to choose them, and to make this Christmas unforgettable.
This is a unique opportunity for us, and so we got the call at the last minute, and we said, yep, we'll be there.
Down the aisles, a familiar red coat appears, not pausing for the presents, but kneeling to greet the smallest visitors.
I am a collector. I like to collect memories, happy endings, Christmas miracles, those kind of things. That's what I want to see happen. That's my Christmas.
Minutes later, the first adoption unfolds. A puppy named Gwen gets ready to prance to her new home.
So I was coming home from a doctor's appointment, and I was going to go home to my 3 other dogs. I saw a puppy adoption sign, and so I swerved hard to the right and came in, and she was the first dog I saw. And she looks like all my other 3 combined, so I figured it was destiny.
Habitat for Humanity says today mirrors their broader mission they carry in the Tri-Cities. Habitat connects families with resources that build stability.
We get calls all the time with people worrying about losing the homes and stuff. Our program really sets homeowners up for success. You know, we don't go more than 30% of their income, and we really try hard to work with our families to keep their mortgage payments low.
From human home resources to wagging tails and smiling families, today reminds the community that the spirit extends far beyond gifts. And honestly, it's hard to do an interview in here when you're a little distracted, but trust me, these guys have plenty of holiday spirit to pass around. Reporting in Richland, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Aw, Dan, thank you. Organizers say even a small donation of pet food or supplies can help families keep their animals during tough times.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we have a live look outside in the Yakima area. We are clouded in or fogged in. Now, visibility down below off the mountain is about 7 miles, but as you can see, big cloud sitting right on top of our camera there. We're tracking freezing fog for tonight into tomorrow morning and patchy, dense fog in some areas. There's an advisory in place for the Yakima and Kittitas Valley for the freezing fog, the dense fog for the foothills of the Blues around the Walla Walla area. Currently, things are okay visibility-wise, but you already see the fog is kind of setting up its little layer, and it's going to get a little thicker as the evening and progresses into tomorrow. So some of us will have good visibility, but some of us down to a quarter mile or less. Pendleton could be under a mile. Walla Walla has a good chance of being socked in all day. However, rain will come and start to wash some of that fog out of the area. Now, the other concern tonight for some areas, particularly the east slopes of the Cascades, the foothills of the Blues, is some freezing rain overnight. The rain's going to start moving in late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Here's a look at that. A pretty good amount. Again, the west side all the way through the Tri-Cities. Mixed precip, snow staying in the northern portion of the Cascades and the Idaho Panhandle. This second portion on Friday really gets some great snow going from the corner of Washington to the Panhandle into western Montana. So a lot of active weather. It's the beginning of a series of atmospheric rivers that'll start moving across the region. Here's the first chances of rain early in the morning right through Yakima, Kittitas Valley. This is when we could see a little bit of freezing rain there as those temperatures will be chilly, and then it moves to the east, eventually making it to Walla Walla, and you see blue here, foothills of the Blues. Going to see a few snowflakes there as well, changing to mixed precip later on. What does that do? It creates icy roads, so we want to be very, very careful. Now, on top of that, on Friday, our system brings in some pretty good winds, 20 to 45 miles an hour, depending on where you are. Cascade Mountains are going to be pretty breezy, a little less, but Kittitas Valley, it's always windy there. Pendleton, Walla Walla, foothills of the Blues, Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and Hermiston also will see the most of those winds. And those breezy winds are going to stay with us for several days, as will the rain showers. Overnight lows tonight down again to the freezing level all through the region. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, just a few degrees, but still pretty cool. We'll start to see those warmer overnight lows at foothills of the Blues. So there's the rain, and check it out. It pretty much, we have chances of it all the way for the next 7 days. The windy day is Friday. Secure those loose items, but check out our temperatures. They're climbing into the 50s, mid and upper 50s at times. Rain mixed with snow or freezing rain. We could be seeing that there in the Yakima Valley or in Yakima proper. As we head into Ellensburg, also a good chance of mixed precip there with gusty winds on Friday and lots of rain headed our way. Much needed rain, I say. We had a little bit of a drought last year. And so this will just do things to help lessen our drought activity. The winds, though, picking up in Walla Walla. You'll see those gusty winds Friday into Friday night. So pretty much all day, along with those wet, cold rain showers. And will be breezy in Hermiston as well with gusty winds and rain showers. So lots of rain on that map. It looks pretty good, but
kind of, it's making me think of songs that have to do with rain.
Blame it on
the rain. Milli Vanilli, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Right. Singing in the rain.
Yeah,
an oldie but a goodie.
There's so many, so yeah. But take it safe on the roads, that's
yes,
for sure.
Do that.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Still ahead on your news, live at 6. Caught on camera in Virginia, an intoxicated raccoon is making headlines. We'll tell you why next.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
For me, it's about like accepting and being empathetic to patients. So as a dentist, I want to make sure that everybody is treated the same, and whatever the needs are, we want to provide the best care possible for each patient. There's no judgment. Now I don't have a lot of time to recharge because I have 2-year-old. So pretty much we go to places like parks or supermarkets to have the 2-year-old enjoy. So that's a big joy. I think it only comes like at this period of time.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
All right, a raccoon that broke into a liquor store and soaked up some of the merchandise went viral after passing out at the scene of the crime.
That's right. A Virginia liquor store was recently raided by a masked bandit who caused damage to merch before passing out drunk on the bathroom floor. And that masked bandit was a raccoon. Hanover County Animal Protection, which responded and removed the trashed panda, told media that the police believe the animal broke in, ransacked the store, sampled the spilled wares, and like so many college students, was found passed out next to the toilet. Officials say the crocked critter eventually sobered up and was safely released.
Just when you think you've seen it all.
How many drinks did the raccoon have?
I don't know. Oh, man,
what was
there he
his
is
blood
in the cop
alcohol?
car. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's test it out. Hey, everybody else is signing off, but we are just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. Up next and new in our 6:30 half hour, a brand new semi-pro basketball team is coming back to Yakima. We'll have that story and many others you have yet to see tonight up next.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
There's a million reasons to celebrate New Year's Eve, and winning $1 million is one of them. On New Year's Eve, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving everyone a free entry to be one of 12 finalists in the $1 million Monte Carlo Grand Prize. Come claim your entry, then play in the Casino Royale with fun money and win real prizes, including a trip into the Cash Cube. Continue the night with live music, dancing, and more on New Year's Eve. Play, party, and win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bathfitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Another Yakima winter is right around the corner. Don't get left out in the cold this year. Call Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric today and take advantage of our Cozy Comfort Bundle. You'll get a furnace system check as well as a whole home electrical inspection for just $116. That's right, 2 checks, 1 cozy price, and peace of mind all season long with our Cozy Comfort Bundle. This winter, don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
From our family at Scott Smith State Farm, serving the Tri-Cities for over 15 years with our 2 locations in Kennewick and 1 in Yakima. We wish you joy, peace, and prosperity this holiday season. Merry Christmas from all of us at Scott Smith State Farm.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken, Oilers. Coverage begins at 6 Thursday on Apple Valley News Now.
Next DT, our exclusive onset of NCIS's 500th episode and our suite at home with boy mom Adrienne Bailon Houghton.
She's my best friend. She's my best friend.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. A local school district is lifting up migrant families, and tonight we're seeing the impact their program is making. Plus, Santa is making a special stop in Pasco, and only a few families will get through the door. How veterans can save their spot next.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us as we have made it to the middle of the week. Austin Reed alongside Stacy Lee. Wendy is off tonight.
Right.
Fog is the big weather maker.
Fog, freezing fog,
Freezing fog, too.
and cue the rain. And if that's not enough, then cue the wind. So
A lot going on.
We have a little, Josh and I were looking at it going, we have a little bit of everything, and even possibly some freezing rain tonight. Let's start with the fog and the freezing fog and the dense fog advisory. So we have a freezing fog advisory for the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. That's that green color on your screen where we could see visibility a quarter mile or less, plus slick and icy roads possible. And then we have dense fog settling in at the foothills of the Blues, pretty much like it's been for the last couple of days. We're also reduced visibility, and the temperature's cool enough to where the roads there could be slick. If anything, visibility low. Got to take it slow and use those low beams if you're out driving in these foggy conditions that we've been dealing with day after day. The low clouds are just stuck here. If we take a look at our map, we're seeing fog already all the way down here in Oregon, up into the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, Kittitas Valley. And so as the night goes on, the fog will thicken. But for now, things are looking good. Visibility great in the Tri-Cities. 38 degrees, winds are light at 5. Our feels like temp is 34, so a little bit chilly if you're heading outside, even though it says 38 on the screen. Temperatures are going to start dropping down once again below freezing. And this is what's pointed right at us. We've got a big stack of rain coming on in. It's the first of a series of storms coming in off the Pacific, which is going to bring wetting rains and even mountain snow showers. Temperatures overnight tonight, we're going to be down below freezing, as I said, 20s and 30s. Planning your day tomorrow, better include an umbrella or at least a hoodie because it's going to be a wet one pretty much on and off throughout your day, with temperatures only topping out in the 40s. So to recap, dense fog lingering, drive safe. Rain and freezing rain, slick roads, breezy Friday, secure your loose items. Then we get to warm up back to the 50s starting on Friday. I'll detail all those events coming up here in just a few minutes. Austin?
All right, Stacey. The Zillah School District says its migrant education program continues to play a major role in helping families who move for agricultural work make sure that students stay on track while adjusting to a new community. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with school district officials about why the program is so important to so many in the community.
The migrant education program has been a part of Zillah's schools for decades. Created in the 1970s as a state and federally required support system for families who move for seasonal work. The program helps students who arrive throughout the year because their families are working in various seasonal jobs. The goal is simple: to make sure these students don't lose credits, fall behind, or struggle to adjust when they enter a new school district.
Any families with students that cross school district boundaries and work in migratory, that can include fishing, berry picking, working in the fields, certain parts of working in a warehouse.
Despite Zillah being one of the smaller districts in the Yakima Valley, there are currently around 69 students enrolled in the program. Ruggles says the migrant students often arrive mid-year after families relocate for seasonal work, and that district steps in with extra support to keep them from falling behind.
We get a little bit of extra help because they are moving to for economic necessity. So let's say they go to one school and then they have to leave because they need to go work in another one. We don't want them to lose credits. We want them to have stability. So what we do is we have family nights. And in those family nights, we kind of, we have things like reading and learning, math.
Those family nights also include backpack and supply drives and visits from community partners.
Have community members to come in and talk about health, nutrition, whatever our families have. We have a meeting with them and they tell us what they want to know, what they need more information on. And so that's what we try to bring in for those meetings.
The district also checks grades and attendance regularly. Migrant recruiter Stephanie Valera says that she visits families after school hours to make sure they qualify for services and get access to medical and dental help when needed.
I do go after hours in the evenings if families need me to do those applications, do those interviews. We also do those health services that we also are advocates for the students. So I make a lot of relationships with parents since I'm usually that point of contact with them from the beginning. And we support them in dental appointments, health appointments.
Another major focus is building leadership through the district's Parent Action Committee.
And so our Parent Action Committee has leaders that we were voted in, and we try to support them in making decisions for the group and building their own advocacy.
The Zillah School District is working to provide support and opportunity for all students and families, no matter what part of the school year. In Zillah, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Moving forward, district leaders say they will continue expanding community partnerships and resources to make sure migrant students have every chance to succeed. All new at 6:30, after a decade of work, the final turbine at Ice Harbor Lock and Dam is now in place, marking the completion of the Big Pick project. The new turbines replace original units from the 1960s, boost clean hydropower, and significantly improve fish survival. Tests show nearly 97% of juvenile salmon make it through safely. The new turbines include advanced seals, almost eliminating oil exposure in the river. Officials say the project took hundreds of workers and cutting-edge design to balance energy efficiency with ecological safety. Officials also say this completion paves the way for future turbine replacements, including 14 units scheduled for McNary Lock and Dam starting in 2026. In more local news tonight, WSU Tri-Cities is helping elevate Washington wine professionals through a new hands-on workshop. The university's Cougar Tracks program is launching what they call the Art of Pairing Workshop, a training designed to strengthen sensory skills and improve the customer experience in tasting rooms. It follows feedback from wine industry professionals, over 50 of them, who attend a wine service excellence workshop. And they did that last summer. And they say they want to really continue learning about food and wine pairing.
Again, sponsored by the Port of Benton. So we're thrilled to partner with them once again to bring a hands-on experiential learning experience for winery professionals and to also help support community building, professional development, and just elevating the Washington wine experience.
The workshop takes place March 24th at the Walter Clore Wine and Culinary Center in Prosser. All right, the holidays are right around the corner, so you might want to plan ahead if you are counting on shipping gifts. Shipping deadline for USPS ground and first-class mail to be delivered in the U.S. before Christmas Day is about 2 weeks. The priority mail deadline is December 18th. That does not include addresses in Hawaii or Alaska. FedEx recommends shipping between December 17th and 23rd for home delivery by December 24th. FedEx overnight and same day will be available until the 24th. Officials recommend shipping packages by December 19th for 3-day select or December 22nd or 23rd for second or next day air. Well, Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, the Columbia Basin Veterans Center in Pasco, to be exact. The big guy will make an appearance next week, December 11th and 12th from 4 to 7 p.m. The event is for veterans and their families, along with military personnel. There are limited spots available since Santa will only be in town for a short time and only has a limited amount of gifts for the children of the families who register.
We want to give back to the community by opening the door for Santa to come in. We want to make sure that our veterans and military personnel know that there's a place for them to come. And right here at the Columbia Basin Veterans Center, we want them to be connected. We want them to know that we're here to serve with resources, but also bring in things like Santa and fun things to you.
We will have contact information on how you can secure your spot for this upcoming event on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. All new at 6:30 in the local sports world, semi-pro basketball is back in Yakima as the Yakima Sun Kings are making their return. The Basketball League, also known as the TBL, which is the league they are a part of, will hold a media event next Monday at the Yakima Valley Sundome. Fans will get a first-hand look at the 2026 season schedule, ticket pricing, and the new logo for the team. Team representatives, including Felix de Leon and TBL President David Magley, will be on hand. The season is set to tip off in late February. The last time these guys played was in 2018. Up next here on your news at 6:30, Jake Gable brings us tonight's Kraken Player of the Week. Plus, Stacy returns with your full First Alert forecast as we leave you to break a live picture from Ellensburg. We'll be right back.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
You're invited to our Christmas light show.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Visit Cle Elum anytime for spectacular views, fantastic food, and shopping unlike anywhere else. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is the heart of Cle Elum.
It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here. An absolute adventure. Every single day is different.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure. And there's lots of snowmobiling in the winter, lots of hiking, kayaking.
Every single corner of the globe
They all end up in Clam for one reason or another, whether it's to enjoy the outdoors, to enjoy the small town feel. There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries, a lot of great bars. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Experiencing the outdoors is in our nature.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Well, the Seattle Kraken's goalie, Joey Daccord, is not just a stopper. He is the fiery heart that ignites his team's spirit on every shift.
That's right. Here's Apple Valley News now with Jake Gable and tonight's Kraken Player Profile.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
The Seattle Kraken's goalie, Joey Daccord, isn't just stopping pucks. He's the energy spark for this team. His path to the NHL was not easy. He was a late draft pick, and he spent years in the minor leagues, learning and grinding. But that long journey is exactly why he plays with such passion. He knows he earned his spot. On the ice, Daccord is dynamic. He's aggressive, always challenging shooters, and quick to start the offense with his stick. He doesn't sit back, he attacks the game. He brings a focused intensity to every single shift. He has stepped up this season to be the reliable starter, putting up numbers that make him one of the best in the league. Daccord proves that a committed work ethic and relentless belief in your ability is what matters most. He is the backbone that the Kraken trust. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
You know, cold, foggy weather and hockey, they kind of go together. And that's what we have tonight. Once again, another cool night and some fog developing around the area. So far, so good. Our visibility great in the Tri-Cities right now. Winds are light at 5. The humidity, 85%, so it's up there, 38 degrees. Now, freezing fog is in the forecast for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. That's Ellensburg, Yakima, all the way down right up to Prosser. So if you have commutes in those areas tomorrow morning, you want to take it easy out there. We're already seeing that fog starting to settle in. Look at Pendleton, reduced visibility down to 4 miles. Tri-Cities at 9, 7 in Yakima. So as the evening progresses, the fog gets worse. So just be prepared for that. A dense fog advisory for the foothills of the Blues. Now, we'll have pockets of good and some pockets down to a quarter mile or less visibility. Walla Walla could see that fog all day. The good news is we have some rain, and that's going to wash out a lot of the fog. Bad news is we do have a chance of some freezing rain as that rain starts to move in late tonight, early tomorrow morning, closer to those east slopes of the Cascades or along the foothills of the Blues. So think Walla Walla, places like Sela and Ellensburg. You guys could see a little bit of freezing rain overnight, even in Yakima. Here's what it looks like on the big picture. It's a big swoop in from the north, and it's covering most of the state. As we get into Friday, we'll start to clear out. We'll have rain showers, but the snow will take hold here right at the corner of Washington, the Idaho Panhandle, and then moving into western Montana. So pretty active weather, and that's just the beginning of a series of storms, which will even go past this weekend into next week. Here is the rain that we're talking about coming in hot around 7 o'clock in the morning. All that rain moving east, staying wet for most of the day. We'll see some snow showers. As the temperatures start to warm, you'll start to see pockets of ice, freezing rain, and mixed precip. So very active weather as we look ahead with our future cast. Let's take a look at those 7-day planning forecasts overall. Powerball, 70% chance. So you want your rain gear and your umbrella tomorrow. We'll cue those gusty winds on Friday, 25 to 40 miles an hour, and breezy right on through the week. And look at every day pretty much has a chance of rain. Same thing in Yakima. Look for a little mixed precip or some freezing rain in those morning hours. Early morning, 2-3 in the morning into your commute time. In Ellensburg, you also could see that mixed precip. Look for those gusty winds to kick in on Friday, and rain showers possible for several days in a row. Here's Walla Walla. We could see some winds kicking up to 45 miles an hour. It's going to be windy there and wet for the next several days. And in Hermiston, again, gusty winds, a little breezier there in Hermiston. We could see closer to 40 miles an hour, probably 25 or 30 for the Tri-Cities, but enough to blow your stuff around. So
yes.
do batten down the hatches.
Gosh, so much to unpack in that forecast.
It was a lot. Josh and I were like, okay, freezing rain. We've got fog. We've got rain. We've got mountain snow.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
A lot of things.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Coming up next, we're talking what's trending. Hint, Powerball.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 Million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. Pepsi brand bottled 6-packs are 2 for $8. Hickory Farms meat and cheese stick snacks are $4.99. 10-ounce Brown and Haley Rokas are also $4.99. Plus save in the bonus zone. Friskies 48-count canned cat food is just $31.99. 20 pounds of Audubon Park Songbird food is $10.99. Saving you more on everyday essentials and holiday favorites with the best employee-owned customer service only at Bi-Mart.
Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long with awesome scenery, amazing restaurants, and unique places to shop. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
Hi, I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community. We've got a school, a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts that all, mingle together, so we get to serve all of them. Even if you're not looking for something, people will come in here, and sometimes they'll leave with something you didn't think you needed.
So yeah, you can just come in and grab something small, or you can come in and get that really beautiful statement piece for yourself or someone who's important to you.
So if you're a cool person looking to do some cool things, check out Mountain High Sports and start planning your trip now at myellensburg.com.
With all the excitement of the holiday season, getting into an auto accident is something you can do without. So remember to buckle up, drive safely, no texting, and please don't drink and drive. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Back now with what's trending. Someone might soon need to get a bigger wallet.
Or purse.
Or purse.
That's right, the Powerball jackpot drawing for Wednesday night. Tonight's drawing is $775 million. A cash option for winning ticket will earn more than $362 million. No one had all the numbers right on Monday night's drawing, but 3 tickets in California, Georgia, and Illinois were each worth $1 million apiece. The next drawing tonight, 10:59 Eastern, so 7:59, right?
Yeah.
Or 6:59. I think 6:59, because I saw it.
No,
and
7:59.
I went, oh my gosh, I got to get out of here.
Yeah,
so I can go get my ticket.
Yeah, right. You still have a little bit of time. All right. Also trending tonight, Bad Bunny had a very good year.
That's right. The Puerto Rican rapper is Spotify's Wrapped Top Global Artist for 2025. His album also was the top album of the year worldwide. Bad Bunny will also start off 2026 with something special to add to his resume. He's going to perform the Super Bowl halftime show.
All righty. Well, that's what's trending. What do we have next?
Something to make you smile. Stay with us for that.
More turkey than you can handle. Cut the calories. And shop the extended Black Friday super sale at Furniture Row. That's more days to find huge savings on sofas, dining groups, beds, and mattresses. More days to shop special purchases. And best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And decorating your entire home just got easier with 60 months no interest financing. But hurry, the extended Black Friday super sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
There's a million reasons to celebrate New Year's Eve, and winning $1 million is one of them. On New Year's Eve, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving everyone a free entry to be one of 12 finalists in the $1 million Monte Carlo Grand Prize. Come claim your entry, then play in the Casino Royale with fun money and win real prizes, including a trip into the Cash Cube. Continue the night with live music, dancing, and more on New Year's Eve. Play, party, and win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now continue to honor volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Just click on Volunteers Count on the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Kraken, Oilers. Coverage begins at 6 Thursday on Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, busy, active weather day, rain, freezing rain, and fog all on your agenda. But let's take a moment to smile. Here we go. Russell Garver. He sent this to me a little while ago. I've been holding on to it because, Russell, you had Christmas lights up there before Thanksgiving, which is against my rules. Anyway, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I do like that photo from College Place. So yes, get the lights out, decorate away. Thanksgiving's over, you're allowed to now.
Yes.
QR code right there on top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV. All right, let's take a look at those headlines. Look for that patchy freezing fog tonight and tomorrow morning. Chance of freezing rain tonight and even Friday morning. And then cue the gusty winds. Those are coming. Here's what your day looks like tomorrow. Definitely going to need at least a hoodie, but I would say umbrella. I would say rain jacket, maybe some rain boots. all the littles that like to jump in the puddles.
Yeah, like Wendy's kids.
Wendy's girls, you guys are going to have plenty of puddles here in the next few days.
All right, puddle away, everybody.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us here at 6. More news at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. I'm Austin Reed with Stacey Lee, hoping your news is good news.
And just a reminder, only a 5 o'clock show tomorrow night
That's
due to
right.
hockey. Have a
See you
good
then.
one.